Namaskar everybody. Welcome to our podcast, The Hospitality Unplugged. Today we are joined with the Chief Growth Officer of Cygnett Hotels and Resorts, Mr. Tirtha Choudhury. So welcome sir, how are you doing today?
Good, yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.
Sir, so as you're looking over the growth of the company, I would like to ask how has Cygnett grown over the years?
Okay, over the years, we are a very young company. If you remove the 2 years of COVID, we're just 8 years old company. But looking at the perspective in which we have grown, it has been immense, and we should be thankful to God, and under the guidance of Mr. Sarkar, it has been excellent. So if you look for the last year, which is 2024-25, which we ended, and if you compare it with 23 and 24, the growth has been around 28% over the total revenue, of the turnover. This year, on the operating hotels, we are looking at a growth of around 20-22%. Plus, there would be around 9 to 10 hotels which are opening, which will enhance our growth to another few percentage. And looking at the number of hotels that we are signing for this particular year, I am looking at a growth of around, if it is in percentage, it will be just double of what we are doing this year. So almost 100 to 200%. I would not say 200, not 100, sorry, 200% of growth is what we are looking for this particular year.
That's tremendous.
It's tremendous. And not to add on to this, we had so far been in the, and if you can question why the growth is so high, it's because of the fact that so far we had been in this budget segment. Now we are opening 5-star luxury properties also. Anamore, which is the first one, which is coming up in Pushkar with 250 rooms. That's going to be 3 times the ARR. Hence, that's the immense amount of growth that we are looking into. Also, not to forget that we are also adding another brand, which is Ayurvyaas, which is going to be a wellness brand, one of its kind in India. We're gonna compete with the best of the wellness brand in India. So that's ARR. That's also going to add into the ARR and the revenue. So hence, the growth is more than 200%.
So basically, so much to unpack right now, so much coming to in future.
Yes, it's this year is going to be very happening for us because with opening of our first 5-star property, luxury 5-star property in Pushkar, and the wellness brand in Jail, it's going to be a very, very good year and a very happening year for us.
Sir, as we're talking about growth, so my question is, what all growth opportunities are available with Cygnett?
So when you talk about growth opportunity, are you talking about our partners or you're talking about my people?
Your people and your partners as well.
Okay, so I'll divide it into 2 parts. As far as my people is concerned, see, if you see the average working of a person who's working with me is around 7 years in the corporate office, and in the operations, they have been with us for nothing less than 2-3 years. That's an average amount of time. Of course, there would be people who would be spending more time with us and less time with us. So they're stuck with us. So it is our job to make sure that they grow with us. So keeping that in mind, with the coming in of the 5-star hotels this year, 1, and then another 2-3 coming next year, and then another few coming next year. So these are the people who understand the signature culture, the Cygnett culture. They are the one who's going to take the flag of ours and take it forward and move forward, so that we continue creating that kind of a culture that we have today. So growth is immense. Today, who's a team member, probably in another year's time, if you go, the team member would love to be a team leader and so on and so forth. So we already have a plan for internal promotions. We want our new open properties to have around 40 to 50% of internal Cygnettians working with us, so that they understand the culture, they build the culture, and we take it forward. As far as our partners are concerned, our growth is very organic. So in the sense that people who are collaborating with us, they have already hotels with Cygnett, which means that we have given them a good rate of return. The ROI is good. We have been very transparent in the way we work. We believe that partnership is not only on papers, but it's like a family. And because we have given good return, good understanding of the finances, maintain the property properly is one of the reasons why they're coming. So if you join us as a partner, you just joined us on papers, you join us as a family. So whether you make the property, you just forget about it, you give it to us, and Cygnett runs it for you in all senses. Whether it's managing the marketing, whether it's managing the finances, whether it's managing the operations, whether it's managing the day-to-day affair, whether it's managing anything to do with statutory. So all of these things are put together, and that's how we help our partners to grow. So because if they grow as owners, they will open more hotels. So if they open more hotels, they will definitely come back to us, and once they come back to us, we grow. So that's a continuous process. Yes, it's a continuous process.
So you talked about Cygnettians. Can you put some shade on it? What is it about, and what all things goes on
okay,
that?
so we have a very specific culture in the way we work. Okay, we term it as a signature culture, with S, with C.
With your brand signature. Yeah.
So what we say, the person who's working with us, he's not an employee for us. He's a family. And we want to brand it as a family. So hence we use the word Cygnettian for anybody who's a part of the Cygnett culture, who's part of the Cygnett workforce, or who's part of the Cygnett brand.
So basically you keep everybody together and grow with them completely. Basically what you are trying to say.
Yes, not only grow with it. It's like, how do I put it across? Okay, so we have certain capabilities which are very unique to us. Okay, if you see most of our properties across Cygnett, they are number one in TA. Okay, the reason is not because of the hardware that we have, but because of the software. So we value the software. We are an asset-light company. So if I value the people, and if I value the software, which is the people, I will grow.
Yeah.
And how do I keep them as a part of the group? I give them a nationality, which is a Cygnett nationality, and hence it is a Cygnettian. So it's like this. So when you you become an Indian when you cross the border.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Before that, you were a Maharashtrian, you're a Bengali, you're this and that. The moment you cross the border, you become an Indian. We want to vibe that culture, that even if you're inside the border of Cygnett, you are a Cygnettian. The moment you go out of the border also, you're still a Cygnettian. So it is imbibed in your blood, it's imbibed in your vein. So you can never forget that you were a part of a culture which treated you like a family. We treated you like a nationality of being a part of Cygnett. That's how it is.
It's very unique perspective of this Cygnettian word.
No, I don't think it's a perspective. It's an idea which was floated by Mr. Sarkar, and we thought there was a value into this idea, and that's one of the reasons we said let's go ahead with it.
That's really amazing. What you talked about is a different. It's different from what I think. It's a different approach, a completely different approach, because I have seen other brands. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about them, but if I have seen other brands, they don't have a culture like this, which you are having in Cygnett.
Yeah, I may be the chief growth officer, okay, but even if a team member wants to call me, he can call me. They have my number. And it's not that if I'm unable to get back to them, I will definitely call them up. Because I understand one thing very clearly. We are an asset-light company. If I create that kind of a culture, people will stay with me. And what is the most difficult thing to find in today's world in the hospitality sector is people. Correct? Half of the IHMs are empty. Skill development it's almost like a no-show. There are a lot of companies coming in. They all want to pump in people, but you don't have quality. If I want to keep the quality, I have to take out time for my people. So
that's true.
Yeah. So
that's true.
For me, they are not workers or team members. They are asset.
Yeah, that's
the hotel is the asset of the owner. We run it because we are the soft people. Because we are the managing. We are the operating company. So for me, what is more important is the people, because they are the one who's going to take my flag ahead at the end of the day. And we are into a business of people. If I don't take care of my people, if I don't brand them as a part of my signature culture, Cygnett culture, then we are lost in the game. That's how I put it.
That's really good. I appreciate what you're thinking, what your plan is, but it's very good.
Thanks.
So sir, thank you for coming to our podcast. It was really great to have you. We had a nice chat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you everybody for watching the podcast. It's been our time. We'll see you in the next one. Namaskar.